As I bid farewell to High Sealants at the Vortex of Genesis, I noticed something strange about the Time Core Flame, and was immediately dragged into the Memoria Tide of Oblivion by Evernight. She was once the hidden power that March manifested. Meanwhile, Dawn Hung warped back to the Express via Spirit Warp Jump, only to discover a Memo Snatcher invasion. Everyone then realized that the Remembrance's forces had already permeated Amphoreus and blocked outside intervention. To establish contact with me, Dawn Hung was determined to return to Amphoreus immediately. After waking up in the false Trailblaze, I managed to escape with help from Cyrene and Sunday. Unfortunately, Evernight held absolute control, causing me to fall into the Memoria Tide once again. However, Black Swan took this opportunity to quietly approach Evernight. Dawn Hung returned to Amphoreus and beckoned the heroic spirit of Finan with divine blood. The destruction, descending from the sky, pierced through the memory zone and discovered the most hidden corpse in the grove, where memories became disjointed. We entered the Nameless Titan's great tomb and discovered its secret. Across the 30 million cycles of eternal recurrence, every incarnation of Cyrene had come here, offering herself to the Remembrance. With Black Swan's help, we found when all seemed lost, Evernight was captured by March's camera and trapped within the memory maze of Adios Elysiae. After several lengthy conversations, March and Evernight reached an agreement. Evernight returned March's memories, and March finally returned to our side with every condition for the Era Nova fulfilled.
Just thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine.
This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up. But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right? Then I'm really looking forward to that. Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Adios Elysiae, what kind of Amphoreus is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives within the net woven by romance. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this...
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years.
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep.
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world. Just waiting for you.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth. I am now connected with this earth. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama.
In other words, your stage is on.
But the chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aeronova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memory
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
You know, after someone boards the Express, the word alone, Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, it's a journey we trailblaze.
There'll be plenty of time for you to show off in the future.
She meant to say that a hero only turns up at the most pivotal moment.
All right. It's time for...
The road ahead is long.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea. Heidi's Elysiae is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more.
A melodious sound that soothes the soul.
scent of the black at last.
It's first end and the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no final. Is the... Look. The golden light. It has to be a sign he left behind. Do you still remember what friend? You were still burdened by the weight of world. The heroes of legends were just like how your arrival. A person's personality is their destiny. We best. Those are such beautiful. Thank you. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck and face a memory that I have forgotten for too.
It's so...
The great tomb of the nameless titan. Also, my apologies, friend. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of, but I finally get it. Look, friend, the words on that wall.
1, 2, rain. As always, I'll read that way. It won't just be.
I've always thought that I was the but as it turns out, is also the most devoted audience. Thank you, friend. At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by this, as well as countless. This is the final puzzle piece of the prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilate that unknown solitary god. The first new spore. The demiurge.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luo Cha shall continue to be detained in the Shu Ling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Or is there something else on your mind?
You're quite calm, Jing Yuan. They say the seer strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. Look, but with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the law.
Oh my. Merlin.
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and with Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to. But the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. The Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then what? Look, if this were a skyfaring commitment. With the Decalite reflection barrier, Amphoreus' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, and for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival. There are even divisions within the Alliance. Jing Yuan, I cross paths, be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC...
The Lord will wrap.
Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, one wrong move, and the Lawfu will fall into Fentilli.
Doubt is exactly. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance? The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, I just hope those on the front line.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal.
Did she and the other...
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphoreus. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford...
We do need to be prepared for all...
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, with our two-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. And just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help,
The cosmos has set its sights on our...
Well then, let's not waste it.
It's my time to shine! Initiating thought refraction.
Huh?
Just kidding! 3, 2...
The flow of Memoria is so unlike Panagoni's dreamscape. This place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new the infinite cycles have been broken.
let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and
I'll leave it to you then. And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed.
This is the Cienjo Alliance.
Interastral Peace Corporation, a response from the Galaxy Rangers.
It's been quite a while.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Zulo. The 10 Stoneheart shall...
Madam Jade led the intelligent. Bad news is... the
You mean Iron Tomb can infect...
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life in any case. The IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiter...
I remember you, Master Diviner. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the... But, if the Cienjo Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC...
It makes sense, since interracial peace places that the elation has...
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pier Point is swamped. Having some assistance from the Alliance would short...
As an old Cienjo saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the Seven. In times of crisis, the Lawfu will not hesitate to help those in need. How...
Of course.
Thank you all for your...
It's clear that each...
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't...
You can never be too careful when battling the Lord Ravager. All are equal in matter...
In any case, it's about time we dive into the vortex and see. I wonder where she and the others are right now.
Hello? How's the signal? Can you hear us? Ah, we're through! I can see the video feed. Everything's working perfectly.
Miss Branya? Miss Serval? What a surprise. It's been a while.
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Belobog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm. Is everything going smoothly?
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step. How's the situation in Belobog?
Urillo 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a risk from the after. That Kitchen Card and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane Guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zealand and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production chain. That would be unnecessary. It'll only...
Miss Branya, I'm afraid this disaster will be...
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will...
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. We really wish we could help. But Urillo 6 has the Astral Express standing at the forefront of disaster.
In the face of a massive catastrophe. But...
If anything goes wrong...
No problem. Also, didn't the Cienjos...
I appreciate your kindness, everyone.
Miss Branya. May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength weather this crisis together.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current...
Words cannot express our...
The Lawfu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have, but this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. If we can stand together with civilizations,
The Alliance truly...
you're too kind.
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the strategic however, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless other departments at the IBC might also when that time comes. I hope the Astral Express...
Has the internal conflict...
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo, but at least until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it.
I understand. Of course. Wait.
Miss Himiko.
Yes?
Yes. On behalf of the Penaconian family branch.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family.
Thank you for understanding. The Good News My Charitable Foundation will also do as much as possible.
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self...
Why don't we...
Why is...
Everything in Akama seems normal.
It seems it was even more recent than...
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature, it's as if everyone vanished.
Could this be?
Unlikely. Could it be some kind of...
a custom. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this
Is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come.
Evernight.
We are the Chroniclers of Time. Finally,
What did you do to the residents?
I didn't need to do anything. Now, they are no longer the Trailblazers. The 12 type.
Stop fooling around.
Oh, I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just...
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphoreus.
But if possible,
as expect. Well,
we should be the ones to say so. These jellyfish...
they're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight. Thanks to her, we all turned into titans in the new world. Sure, we can... Please don't add weird stuff to Amphoreus' lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. She looks way more...
Unbelievable.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrim.
That colossal deity is her.
Surprisingly...
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphoreus' destiny.
Awakening. Has she fallen into slumber?
Yeah. After all, was such a time watches over yesterday. And then... Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to her. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
Oh, it seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tatalo. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
They are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world. Perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Hey, since when did you get all pious? Her advice sounds pretty silly sometimes, you know.
the so-called fool and the world are merely a step apart.
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan! The world-bearing deliverer! Oh, ancient god! Your loyal subjects, bewildered followers, and fearless comrades in arms have all knelt before you. Awaken from your...
Please guide us! Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn!
To walk the path of a mortal as a god.
She will give us the answer.
But I am not. Rather, I am the nameless who dwelt.
That voice is...
I heard the core flames flickered and dimmed. So flow, golden. I'll bestow it upon you. Stand with me and become heroes.
Is this?
Yes. Of course, it would mean.
Golden blood raining down.
But to become heroes of rebellion!
The prophecy of the deliverer means someone like...
In the name of Kozlana, let us depart.
It's neither protection nor there's no need for totems or myths.
Let's go, everyone. Explore, and together, let us...
Is it just me, or does this demiurge matrix feel completely dead?
The environmental readings are all wrong.
What did Xandar do?
At the end of light.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way until we uncover the truth.
The barrier past is the key.
Xandar says the demiurge never existed. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yellow. Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like...
Always happy to help. Herta. Let's say the demiurge...
Backup plan? We turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable.
Then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance. We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Watch this. Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Keep it going. Still not done? What is this? Finally. All set. Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh.
Just a personal also a personal
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that punk Lordian brat. What did she call this? Yours is way too close.
Herta, your suggestion.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let the Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our... Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the...
Which is exactly why we can't... And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Order Star Trade War. Emperor's War, Rupert's death...
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for me... Herta. The cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away, and neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. Right now,
Of course. Time to board.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace.
Herta, this whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Catorzane algebraic expressions. It's built...
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. Almost no response.
The output is barely a third of what we need.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, but I did find some high-energy radiation. Internal...
Skip the science talk, Screwy. Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew...
So that's what he meant by he wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay. The life form known as the Demiurge.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first, the prime mover of life. That's what Sector Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge?
No, I'd say it means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just that he failed. It's, by the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphoreus, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Archive 466. The data from
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten. Evernight said the opposite. The nameless Titan never existed.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true?
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with...
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists, so we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case...
The truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. One final. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
No need for overtime.
Alright, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. The Remembrance.
What's going on?
Cause unknown.
That shouldn't be possible. Log it for now.
Watch this. That's it. Guess it'll have to do.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. Judging by its...
Didn't expect that. Who builds a... And again, never...
He severed part of his neural pathways, but that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclude...
So now he's a specter. Screwy. Can you open a path?
Logic.
Exactly.
But it could be a...
That's why you're here.
I'm honored.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen, but he's not here.
The coordinates are act. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically.
It's his. Cheap trick. We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. Logs show Lycurgus revoked The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus knows.
So he's...
Before vanishing, it seems he...
To those who follow, all is true.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the great...
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine.
To be in the purest light.
The Scepter's mainframe.
Unfortunately, we...
Really? I don't think so.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't... Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you...
There is the possibility that he...
That does track with the impression he gave about choosing to act, even if it'll cost him dearly. And we know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of
You sound pretty convinced. Care to share?
Of course. But the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight. Oh, they were mistaken for someone else. That makes the most sense. Why was the room empty? But they were weak and small and
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule.
Well, come on. It's time to confront... What a mess. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Lygus's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left?
I welcome you to
All this tombstone and final words.
Iron Tomb is already. I remain here only to share the joy of the conclusion regarding.
End this charade already. That and its corresponding vessel was this very scepter. You interfered, that's why you either killed or kicked out all of the memo snatchers.
Even the strongest wall can fall, twisting now the perfect.
Unfortunately for you.
Then let us share the joy of discovering the truth. The last secret of the saga will finally dissipate here. As we reveal the truth behind Philia 093's
But where should I start with the story from the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would... So little that it started with... I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprout grew into a great tree named Amphoreus. What a coincidence. Dappled Light, the daughter of Adios, quietly came into... What a moving opening. A loud cry, prophecies fulfilled. In care and sharp ears, she was born. The Titans also gave their blessings. Flowers will bloom and will cry loud, child. Anyway, time quietly flowed. The wind from my hometown caressed the ears of... But the name Adios came from my childhood friend did not understand. Why was I like that then? The world was gentle to me. But fate was just like how just as the ballad blown on the... Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You know that the story starts to deviate from me. The hero's journey crosses through the wall.
Correction. Philia 0.
Hi. I'm just messing with you. And Philia, since we don't have all day, let's, as always, all that way it won't just be... Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting 0. Size. Outputting analysis.
Philia. Peaches. Record. Comment. Even this classical what Adios conclusion. I want to share a story with you this time. It was incredible. Record. Would they also have... So, could you give me more time, please? I want to leave behind more memories for the future.
Formatting complete.
Bye, Peach. Peach's record number. As long as I record every page of this story and tell it to you. Amphoreus won't be forgotten. Query. Related to... Strike comment.
Electrical signal sequence schema 720. Track reason.
Related to? Reason, comment.
Electrical signal sequence.
Related to, comment.
Looks like it's time to
Bye.
Before I was even
Conclusion.
I have started to feel an
Peach.
Formatting progress.
How many times has it been?
Conclusion.
If I can only write that just an overly
Peach.
Formatting progress.
Peach.
Process error. Process error.
Comment.
Process error.
Really?
Peach. Record.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood. A little fairy popped out. Just like how you did. Let me tell you the story of the membrane to me. 1, 2, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
Bye. P note. Say. Little fairies.
You never say anything. It's like a little key.
Me! Little fairies. Happy. Speaking.
Once again,
This time.
now that I look back,
Send him.
I was so anxious.
Peach.
I won't.
Why?
Formatting progress.
I'm here.
Process error.
Won't allow it always.
No need. If there are no new blank space,
Link speak.
I'm actually really lucky, you know.
Not enough. Not Peach.
Now I can rest in peace, and I'll have to ask the next Siren to continue our watch.
Peach.
If there are no new
Needs next. Peach. Cyrene. So, first there is query.
The developmental trends appear not having a consciousness.
Conscious query.
What could be behind this door? If I tell you all this, will I be able to finally welcome the
Peach. Yes. Query. Peaches.
The prophecy's fulfilled.
Pink hair and those ears. She was
Cyrene has.
You shall fade.
cry, child.
Cyrene is. Easy.
Anyway, but the name Adios I can't get. You always.
Cyrene.
Of course. So,
Cyrene is. Easy.
just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, lost and even fallen like my height. Treats
Cyrene is. Simple.
Alright, let's not make things so what we're about to embark on. Come on.
Cyrene was. The later memory. So then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, I see. Cyrene's memory.
So weird. I can't see you, but you.
Hi.
Yes. Now, also, I can sew. I'm going to tell you stories today. It's almost as if I can. Once upon a time, how beautiful would the but it looked and looked. Only in that case, until one day, the little fairy was so. But it was a good, and I knew love brings everything together. What a nice fairy. I'm giving it to you. I hope to turn it. I'm thinking that when the then it would understand that the flawless doesn't have a. It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, the crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off. Should a flower like this be good? Then that's not true. The crystal flower, it happened because the flower was no longer pure. Then, the little fairy, then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless. Peach's words. I don't understand. Why didn't I think of this? That's...
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with not having a consciousness. Means not having the foundation of a heart, making them unable to obtain real emotions. However, that does not hinder the factors from learning and recognizing emotional responses, then communicating with life forms via imitation. That is an objective form of pattern recognition that does not distinguish between the self and the other. In a strange twist of fate, Thalia 093 embarked upon a different path and obtained a different power. The remembrance, an empathy mechanism focused on the self and equipped with emotional projection capacities. Lament was the factor closest to this form of being.
The daughter of Adios. I am very true to my name. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak, powerless, and only targeting myself. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you that it's the most romantic force in the world. Sometimes it's loneliness and unease. It's knowing that this world is not gentle, yet wanting to be seen in a more beautiful form by the world. Sometimes it's unwillingness and regret. It's knowing that the past is full of pain, yet wanting to remember the past in a more beautiful way. And sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt, a destruction that can stain the entire world. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, unwilling to become the Black Tide's vessel. For while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, lament can drown out everything in muted silence. It's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yet when hatred drove everything apart, and love did not yet exist in this world, only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation, could stall the destruction steps. Then, it would catch up to that journey. Look at these stories I wrote. Every page. Pages, but only the author knows how much struggle in it. But I am no author. I'm a girl who'll never get to grow up. My entire life spent inside this, but maybe, and I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, and that tear would fall, and then people will be all the remembrances Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life. But how could a dream feel so real?
But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said. Everything was false. But you're standing right. It's all a dream.
But indeed, that's why I had genuine
formatting progress.
In the poem offered to you, every siren, and when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrances pink. I believe you shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending, looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll study really hard about.
But actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until the story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers and all falls to silence, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphoreus.
I still don't get it. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. I gave myself the pen in the stories you will write. Perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears. But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that when the stars cast their gazes upon you, you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
Of course. This will be a romantic story, like... You think so too, right?
I shall welcome my own decay, while you will depart, and our stories will be like, and they shall become the epic known as I've written. I turned into a little fairy from the stories, and I'm still... Yes, the seed within the memories. I am the first new score. What a long... I'm sorry. Now's not time to cry, right? Do you remember the memories and Cyrene's memory? Either way, I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me. Thank you, friend. Your kindness is always just right. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into becoming the source of power, a lost thing that Sandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning. And what happens after that? Maybe I can create a miracle. And instantly, or maybe I prove to be nothing either way. I no longer wish to be a side. That way, the world has never been so quiet. Remember just a moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to pull everyone. Philly 093 persevered for 30 million years only because the god in her dreams left us below, making her believe that
093 committed the final sacrifice, turned into a trap.
As an experimental actor, the 093 originally could only recognize a puppet in choosing storage a real heart.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, there's still time to surrender. You know? You really don't.
When the truth surfaced, I knew it was. The Demiurge was not out of that. And with the 30 million cycles of hatred and lamented showed as one. What was simple? An anti-creator, a giant of the destruction, being born. Its hatred ignites the starry skies of the gods, motivated only by its lament to suffering.
You really think that the Demi is just still a cheap copy of Lily 093? You branded Oikoi's head as failure your own hands. You still expect that? I pity you, Sam.
Cast their gaze this way, and I recommend to complete their final query. Destruction of the sun.
What hubris.
No one understands a failure better than Sandar. He has suffered so much for the first genius. Failure is simply leading you to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's right. Let's wait and see, senior society member. I'll have you watch me perform my final step to overturn your proof.
All my ears.
It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be quiet and borrow your head. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna... Come on. Let's take off. It's time to meet your little pet, senior society member.